Trisha Curtis, CEO of Petronas and host of the Petronas podcast. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. There's a hell of a lot going on in the market. The stock market, the global economy, you name it. We've been reeling off this 2-week banking saga from Silicon Valley Bank. We just had the chair of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, speak today. He raised interest rates a quarter basis point. That was expected, but only 2 weeks ago, remember folks, it was expected that he was going to raise rates by 50 basis points because of hotter than expected inflation numbers and sticky inflation because we have high shelter costs and high food costs and high service costs. UK inflation came out yesterday. It was 10.4%. That is incredibly high. And the ECB, European Central Bank, raised interest rates 50 basis points despite all the banking saga because they have serious inflation. And we are running the risk here in the US that the Fed is going a little too soft because they're concerned about what to do. Jerome Powell did not look assertive. He didn't look like he knew really what he was doing today. He looked a little grumpy, and of course he's grumpy. I mean, they've got a 2-week banking saga going on. He's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. And the idea that we're going to have a soft landing or we're not going to have a hard recession is looking very unlikely. If you've been through a financial crisis or you've studied financial crisis, this is financial crises 101. They sort of have fits and starts. It doesn't have to be exactly like the previous crisis. So people are sort of saying, well, 2008 happened. We saw those things in 2007, and then we had a big crisis in 2008, and Lehman Brothers collapsed, and then it sort of happened, and we were recovering. Unemployment did not peak at that point until 2010. I know that because I was applying for jobs at that time, and it was really difficult. So those are just big factors to pay attention to. It is weighing on oil prices. We're seeing oil prices about $70 a barrel, and that's oil prices sort of looking out to the future, baking in a recession, not necessarily reflecting the macro fundamentals, although the recovery in China is a little weaker than expected. That being said, Xi Jinping just went to Moscow. They just reaffirmed their buddy-buddy friendship. Big space to watch is China and Russia. That's ongoing. That's continuing. Please listen to the latest Petronas podcast with John Grogan, former member of parliament. I inter-inform. That is a great discussion on UK, on the economy, what's going on actually energy space, and how they're just playing whack-a-mole with CO2 emissions and not doing anything in reducing CO2 emissions, but really hurting their grid and their stability. Thank you so much for listening, folks. Talk to you soon. Bye.